What is going on, everyone? So I decided to start this little series of me doing some UX UI design, and this one's going to be just documenting a redesign of a current app out there on the market right now. And this one, if you are from the States, then you might have heard of this restaurant called PF Chang's. They just happen to be the example I'm going to be using for this little video series I'm creating. However, we could technically do this with any company out there. And if you aren't familiar with this, basically it's just a Asian-inspired restaurant, and a little more on the higher end, not like the cheap dollar sign, but it's like in the middle, give or take. Not too expensive, just depending on what you get, but it's not that cheap either. And basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to pick 1 to 2 features that the app could use, and I'm going to essentially add that into the current app design. And the reason why I'm using this app in particular is because I wrote a lot of reviews. So I'm not going to do like in-person interviews, or I'm not going to find actual people using PF Chang delivery service app just because of the sake of one, for that to do to find those people is going to be very, very, very difficult, especially if I'm doing this remotely online. Two, if I were to find them, it costs a lot of money, and I want to do some more for like a YouTube series and also just documenting this. But ideally, what I'm going to be doing is using the actual people's feedback on the review section down here. And I already looked through on my phone because on desktop for some reason I can't. It only shows like 3, so I can't show you more to show you what I'm talking about. But basically, I made a whole Excel doc showing like what people said that I felt would make sense to get started. And pretty much the reason I picked this one is because if you go to food on the App Store, there's like top 100 apps. Most of those apps are pretty highly rated. So if you look at, for instance, Taco Bell, McDonald's, I don't even know any things on top of my head, but those are probably the most popular. Maybe Burger King, Wendy's, whatever. Those fast food chain apps, they have very good designers and people that create the application. So the overall UX UI, it's pretty good, and it's not there's not too much that I could get from the reviews, at least, so like to where I can make a redesign. So that was the main thing I was looking for. PF Chang's, their rating is a little lacking, 3.1 when I'm filming this, and they have a lot of traits that I noticed that could be added to the app that I thought would be good for doing this little series down here. So you can't see the ones I got from the my phone, but I can show you like right off the bat. This one, it says right here, if I hit more, let's see, there's no order tracking, and that was like the main thing I've noticed. And then also you can't use PF Chain gift cards to use as payment, apparently, according to these comments, which was made less than like 2 months ago at the time of this video. So I don't know if this is already something they're working on the back end or whatnot, but for the sake of it, I'm just gonna assume what we see here is fresh and that we can design on. And again, this is hypothetical, so it's not even like I'm not designing this for them, and they're not getting like ideas from me. It's just strictly me just doing this for YouTube videos. And then also same here, it says cannot pay with gift cards. So right off the bat, just looking at 2 reviews, I've already found the trend, a feature that I want to potentially add. And then here, let's see here. App tells me I cannot order delivery address. Perfectly order online. Can't make commitments. Something's messed up. So yeah, this is just someone like had issues with ordering it. So that's not too much I can really redesign, at least. But if you go to my Excel doc, you can see stuff that I actually already went through. So you can see here, I put in, and if it's each spacing is basically like another review. I didn't put every single one, but I put the ones I felt that had some sort of trend and that I could actually match up. So first one, no order tracking. So like if you ever ordered pizza before, Domino's especially, they have really good design for showcasing like the process of where your food is until it gets delivered or created, or for like pickup or delivery. So I think that would be a really good like style we could replicate from there. And then same with the gift card. So right off the bat, commonality. So put common. So no order tracking, and then can't use certain payments. So I didn't put gift cards because there's another review that had issues with like Apple Pay, so that's why I just put certain payments. And I think overall these two would be good and set to go. But I just want to continue with what I have so you can see more. So gift cards, campaign, order tracking. Can't make comments on the app, so that's something that if I already do like a full on like entire app, I could add that as a feature. But for at least trend's sake, the main ones I've noticed, if we go down here, you can't use Apple Pay or stored credit cards on the phone. This one, certain food you can't order unless you like put some allergy thing. Can't use gift card as payment. So again, that's already one. That's a third one. That's the fourth technically payment issue related. No tracking order, and then you can't contact a driver if like something's wrong, which I think that's like one of the biggest things, especially for like if you do like delivery and you can't contact the driver. It's like if they're outside a house in a very confusing neighborhood, that could be very annoying and might be difficult for them and yourself. Or if you live in an apartment with like certain like parking garage restrictions or whatnot, that could be a pain too. No, I should say payment. That some are anomalies, meaning like there's like one out of the 20 that one person had issues with that could be fixed on their end, but I'm not focusing it for this at least series. It's just me just doing the main ones for now. So again, no tracking info. This one has to deal with like if you're picking up curbside, so assuming that's like in your car. Can't pay with gift cards. So there's another payment trend there. This one has to deal with like adding items that disappeared. I don't think that's something I'm gonna focus on for this design. No place enter, any refund issues. Here again, so can't use stored credit cards on the phone, so that's a payment issue. And then missing Apple Pay. So you can see we have multiple ones that do a tracking or payment, and those are the two that we're gonna focus on for this redesign. And I guess that this is probably the best one to start with for now. I don't want to make this too crazy, too overcomplicated. But overall, if you did want to follow along, you can download the app too if you are from the States. And overall, my opinion of the design, I'm not a big fan of the UI regarding the actual like ordering part. If you were to see it, you see what I mean. It looks, there's like weird lines and stuff that don't make sense to me, and it's just like too much. So I'm gonna try to change that up a little bit, but overall, I mean, it's still pretty simple. Nothing too crazy, but they definitely could improve upon some of the stuff that they made. And so first, we're going to focus on creating a essentially sort of like a page or multiple pages for tracking. I probably can only need like one or two for this, I think, for now. Maybe more, we'll see. And then for the payments, I think that's just like a one screen that we could work on for there. And then ideally I would add the like additional like the process going from like start to finish. We'll see how much time this takes, but I'll make it like a initial start going through the app, and then the most important part would be these two features I'm gonna add here. But that's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing now for the next few days, and I'll just document that as I go. But it starts off with the first video for here. So if you did want to follow on this journey, go down below, hit that subscribe button. Basically document yourself doing UX UI design. Give this video a thumbs up, share this with your friends, comment down below what you think. And if you know any other websites particularly or apps that have things that they could improve upon, whether they have bad ratings, bad user experience, definitely let me know, and that could add to the series, and we can just sit there and design stuff and play along with that. But aside from that, I will see you in the next video.